you like to find out how to use repetition in your space to make it look more interesting? Stay tuned. Hi everyone, I'm so glad you're back to hang out and talk about neat interior design topics. In this video, we're going to be talking about repetition and how we can use that in our interior design to make our spaces feel cohesive and look more interesting. So if that sounds fun to you, then I'd love to have you hang out and find out more. And thank you everyone for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. So let's get started. So what is repetition? So repetition is part of the design principle of rhythm. And rhythm has to do with movement. And in interiors, we're not creating movement, or maybe we are with some cool artwork that kind of moves around. But in general, it's about visual movement. And so that a room doesn't look static. So using repetition, so repeating things in a room, creates some movement for our eyes to look around into different areas, but also to connect things, connect similar things, connecting areas of the room because they have similar colors or patterns. And so our eye will move around and naturally want to connect things that are related, that are unified and tied in together. So it's a way of creating variety in a room, but also a way of unifying a space and creating a cohesive space. And, we can look to music where rhythm is used as the same framework as, almost like a structure to a song. And we can think of even in nature where, day and night, there's a rhythm to the cycle of nature. There's day and night and the seasons changing throughout the year. So all around us, we naturally have rhythms taking place and different types of rhythm. So in our interiors, it's very visual, but it's also about movement, having our eyes, go from one place to another and, creating some interest in a room. If we look at our homes without any decor, we're going to find a number of examples of repetition in play. And right away, any built-in features or architectural features, I bet you'll notice are repeated throughout your place and throughout rooms. And that could be moldings around your doors or windows, and the same type is being used around each of the windows or each of the doors, or the same style. And any of that repetition is just kind of providing a framework to, help calm us down and unify everything so that when we come back in and, add our style to the spaces, it, looks and feels good. And, another way to think about it too is I bet that, even looking on your doors and the doorknobs that you're using, I bet that if you looked at all of them, they're all the same, except maybe your front door. And, same finish, same style. Just these little details like that, just help us feel calmer about our spaces because they're just kind of giving this nice framework to everything. And then give this a try. If you have cabinet pulls on your kitchen cabinets or knobs, take a look. I bet they're all the same. Just these little details of having all those cabinet pulls, all those cabinet handles being the same. It's repeating, that style, that same style throughout your kitchen cabinetry, but it's adding just a nice unified look to the room. And then you can come in and add more variety. But it's interesting, just how much built-in or architectural features, are repeated throughout our spaces just to give, a cohesive look to our place. We can add repetition to our spaces through a number of different ways. One way is if you're just using a certain style to decorate your room, then automatically, naturally, you're repeating that style. You're repeating elements of that style that relate to each other. And so it makes sense. And so using that as a tool automatically, creates a cohesive look. We can also think about using similar finishes or the same finish, and maybe repeating that in certain areas of your home. So for instance, if you have built-in light fixtures, so say like a chandelier and an entry room pendant light or hall lights, anything that's kind of built in, you may want to use the same finish on those light fixtures so that it's all kind of unified. It's tied in. They're all different. They're all in different areas, but there's this cohesive element just because you're repeating that finish. And then also think about pattern, pattern on fabrics or even pattern in tile. Even in a bathroom, repeating that tile pattern in different areas of the bathroom is interesting, and our eye, is having fun looking at the different areas, and it's, bringing it all together. And then of course, one of the easiest ways to use repetition is through repeating colors throughout a room, in various ways. And, just by doing that, we automatically create a cohesive look. And then one thing I would keep in mind when you are using repetition in interior design is making sure that there is a balance between too much repetition and not enough repetition. And, this depends on the look and feel that you want. You may love having the same pattern of fabric on your bed and on your window coverings and everything else in the room. But what I would keep in mind is making sure you have some contrast too. So if you're going to be repeating some colors or a pattern, how about using different versions of the colors, using darker and lighter versions, or even more saturated or less saturated versions of color, or even using a different scale, a different size of a pattern, or even a different pattern. And just to make sure that, the room doesn't become too static where you lose some of that movement created by the repetition. So I encourage you to kind of check out how repetition is playing out in your space. And, is it that you've painted the baseboards and all the trim around the door and windows and your doors one color, and that's repeated throughout your home? Well, there's a really good example of repetition. Or are you using, the same fabric on a throw pillow as you're using in your draperies? Just, kind of take note of those things. And how's that working? Like, do you need more repetition or, provide more contrast? Just kind of have some fun, checking those things out. And let me know what you find out in the comments. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you're doing well. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.